Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. I'm glad to hear this morning. Got a great show lined up, but first, our weather brought to us by Gulf Coast Air Conditioning. Drew Pollard and a hard-working crew up there taking care of our everyday needs in air conditioning, and it's been hot. And today is only going to get up 86. Originally, they predicted the 90s, but the latest one Jeff and I just read was 86. So low of 63, and the water temperature has jumped all the way up to 78 degrees. That's as high as it has been all year. 78 at the end of the pier. The river reading brought to us by Mountain Dew. On the outdoors with Mountain Dew. The Apalachicola Bluntstown is right at 8 foot. It's got a slow, steady drop, a good steady drop to it. And this weekend's brim tournament is looking good down at Howard Creek with the way the river's going to be looking if we don't get any more rain, which I don't think we are. The Choctawhatchee at Caryville is sort of a little puzzling to me. It's 5.6, but it's sort of staying level and it's not dropping any, but it's it got a little bit of a lift to it right there. But anyway, we'll check it real closer tomorrow and Thursday. South wind coming in at 12 miles an hour. And we went over to the, saw the Apalachicola River. I always like to look at it and study it. Also, when I come across Chipola on Saturday, we had a funeral at one of my family members, but we were going over the Chipola River, and I looked over there at boat ramp, folks. It was packed out, and I think a lot of folks, and then I looked at a couple other boat ramps at Deer Point and separate places, and there were just trailers parked all over the place. In fact, on Highway 20 at Chipola, Clarksville, they were almost out in the road parking. So I know a lot of folks have enjoyed the outdoors Saturday and Sunday. I know a lot of folks went over Shell Island, so it was a beautiful weekend, and glad to see everybody getting out, and hope you're planning another big weekend outdoors this Memorial Day. Let's take a break and we'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. Talking about boats everywhere as we get into Memorial Day. You know, that's the unofficial kickoff of the summer, and that's when boating really takes off. But we had a preseason game this past weekend, and it really turned out well. But I want to, we're going to mention the National Safe Boating Week every day this week, and today I'm trying to do a little segment each day instead of doing it all at one time. And today I'm just going to a minute or two talk about BUI, boating under the influence. Of course, I looked up statistics and all, and it's of course we know how alcohol affects your vision and balance and coordination and especially judgment. It just affects all of that. And especially, but what happens on the water, we get that heat, and the sun brings it out a lot more. So all kind of little facts I was reading last night, about what to do. Make sure you have a lot of cool, drink water and everything else, and stay cool if you can. Wear clothes and everything, but what they're talking about, what was a good point, I didn't realize it. If you're boating under influence, a lot of people drive under influence, but they drive every day. Okay, not that we could ride anything, but they have more experience driving than they do getting on a boat. They don't drive a boat every day. So just a little bit of alcohol and put them on a boat and put them in a situation where they got to make a decision or something real quick, and their mind's not going to function. So boating under influence, there's, I think, I don't know many people doing that, but there's a lot. I know there are a lot of people doing it. I just personally don't know a lot of people do that, and all the folks I know just go fishing, or I know folks enjoy boating, and if they do drink, they have someone else driving. So anyway, it's very dangerous, and also if you're docking for lunch or dinner, make sure you limit your intake there. A lot of people now driving up to restaurants and all and doing those kind of things. So anyway, okay, let's go to some pictures. We got let me see. We've got a bunch of pictures. I'm going to start. Okay. Let me see. Joel and Juanita Singletary. Okay, let's get over to the Choctawhatchee River. You think they had a nice mess of fish? Joel and Juanita Singletary. Joel's the one that caught that big old catfish over there on the Choctawhatchee River. But they went out and they got a good mess of fish. Look at them in the sink back there. They got them on the sink and on the table. this past weekend, folks, there have been a bunch of brim that was caught. So good job there. Joel needed it. He said the wind was blowing and the river is still high, but I still caught the limit. That's what a good fisherman can do. Okay. Also on this past Saturday, the Redfish tournament was here. The North Florida series, they moved it at last minute. They moved it over to Carl Gray for the weigh-in. First place went the team Coob Patterson, and they took home some Osprey reels. Okay, in first place. Second place, Maxwell Martin and Jason Stables. I don't know those guys, but I do know these boys right here. How about third place, Trevor Taylor and Braden Harris, Team Salty Swagger, right there. Good job, fellas. And fourth place, I know these boys, our local Kevin Lee Eifert and his brother Dennis and Team Eifert. They're good fishermen. They always enjoy seeing those guys out fishing. And the Big Red, the big fish went to another one we know. How about Michael Coward and Brad Hounshill, Team TH Marine Supplies, okay? Tammy Zackrell went fishing on the Choctahatchee River, not Howard Creek now. She went over to Choctahatchee River, so this picture turned into this picture, okay? Go back. This picture turned into this one. Does that not look good? But she look good, but does her friend, or a close friend, always fishes with her, LaVon. I don't know if LaVon did not get invited, but she posted, that's not nice. She was laughing about her not getting to go fishing with her on the Choctahatchee, so I thought that was cute. Our buddy Kurt Davis up here off the northern part of Deer Point Lake sent this picture, new figs and baby cardinals. All right, see the little baby cardinals there, and then the figs on the right. And he said, God's hand is always visible. It's a great picture of nature right here in the Florida Panhandle. Steve Taylor, the pastor at Emerald Coast over here on Highway 390, Emerald Coast Fellowship. Steve is a good fisherman, and I love to see fishing preachers. I told him about it. I see him every now and then, and I was on a little podcast with him not too long ago. I'm going to get him to come on the show because he's a good fisherman and preaches good on Sunday morning. Good job, Steve Taylor. Okay. Went up to the Dead Lakes now. This is Mike Bush. Look at the dark color. Can you tell that's a Dead Lake brim right there? Caught them all on a fly. You know, that's some good fishing, catching them on a fly rod up there at Dead Lakes. Good job, Mike Bush. Okay. All right, well, I got some more pictures, but we'll cover those a little bit later. But we're talking about, you know, the full moon is when tomorrow night. We're talking about fishing these previous days, and you see the results. And now, I've always been told, I want some of y'all to verify this. When the full moon is going to be on Wednesday night, and then they always say the day after, they're not going to bite. And the reason they say that because on a full moon they're going to feed all night. So, but I've heard of people catching them day after a full moon. But I always think that how long are they going to go without eating? But anyway, if any of y'all fish on Thursday and catch fish, let me know. I'm going to run a little scientific survey. All right, let's take a break. We'll be right back. Another sign of spring, and it always happens in May. Yeah, look at this picture right here. I don't even have to say anything. Check out this picture right here. How about the yellow fly? Okay, I got bit, I think Saturday for the first time. We were tickled. We talked about the wind blowing for days and days and days. And I said, the good thing is keeping the bugs away, which it has. But it took a little, if you remember over the weekend, a couple of times it took a little bit of a lull. Not long, but a lull. And sure enough, when it did, I was outdoors and I was in a shaded area, and boom, right on my ankle, it was the first yellow fly. And I said, spring is officially, the fishing part of spring is officially here. And I started thinking about all the signs of nature that we get year after year, in the fall and the spring, and exactly what's going on. And you saw Kurt Davis' picture of the figs, starting to come out, and birds hatching out and everything. So I'm fascinated, even as old as I am now, every spring seeing different things happen, and then in the fall. And I started thinking about how nature just gives us these signs and what's going on, and then just observing nature while you're outdoors looking around. And I always talk about, like, if you're on in the bay system. You look at nervous water or something. You look at the birds diving and all kinds of little things like that. We don't need to read that in a manual or find it on a laptop or something. We just need to get out and observe it, like so many of you have. And as all these years and all, I've been able to pick up these conditions, and I take it for granted that everybody knows that. But then you get around other people and they say, well, now what do you mean? And they, and we repeat it and all about the third fog of March and different things like that. So just the signs of nature and falling water on the river. If the river's falling out really fast, what can you do? If it's coming up really fast, what can you do? On these sandhill ponds, what's hatching, especially the hatching part. And we talk about the yellow fly, and we talk about the mayflies. Mike Bush, he sent us those pictures earlier. He said on the dead lakes this past week or two, flies have been everywhere. And that's a great sign. And we haven't talked much about the mayfly hatch this year because we're just having, with the wind blowing and all, but still the insects are going to go through the cycle. They're going to be blown away a little bit. But remember the mayfly hatch is such a good sign and all. So all the little things happen. So anyway, I was thinking last night about signs of nature. I was trying to look through some old stuff of mine and find something to portray to you what I'm talking about in the video. So I found this little 3-minute video that takes place in the fall, but I remember exactly what happened. I knew a front was coming. I'd seen it on the weather a day or two earlier, but I was out there observing, and I knew right away. In fact, I was sitting down to eat, and I just ate my food real quick and ran out on the dock, and just boom, boom, boom. And so this little video will show you exactly what I'm talking about by observing nature, especially in the fall when the front's coming through. Or we talk about mayfly hatch and all that. But anyway, it's year-round about nature doing this thing. So we're going to run this little video, then we'll come back. I got a big announcement to make after this video. So Jeff, let's run this right here. Let's go ahead and run it. You see him? Like a ladyfish. Look at there, little baby speckled trout. Right here, we just ate supper. Our new front's coming through. And look at there. What do you think, Emmy? Kiss him. Go ahead and kiss him. No, kiss him. That's a good girl. Okay. Got another one. This is bigger. Look at there. Oh, nice one there, Phil. A little mosquito walk. There it is. Folks, it's about to get dark. I felt like I was going to be biting. Got a real high tide.
Just Spanish.
Okay, all right, move, Emmy. Emmy gets more excited than I do. A little Spanish mackerel. Look at here. A little Spanish. You can tell he swiped. Move, Emmy. You can tell he swiped at it. Look at there. I was in a hurry to get out here. I didn't bring a rag or anything. Watch out. Move, girl. Move. Move. All right. They got sharp teeth. All right. I can see the black fin up there. You might not can see it right here. All right, Emmy, kiss it. Ow. Okay. See the black fin. Right there. Pretty Spanish in North Bay, off my dock. Kiss him, Emmy. Kiss him. That's a good girl. All right, let's go. All right. There he goes. He'll straighten up. He'll straighten on up. There he goes. All right, folks, it's about to get dark, so I'm gonna wrap it up. I've been out here about 15 minutes now. I've caught a ladyfish, a nice speckled trout, and a nice Spanish in a short period of time. And my tip of the day, if I was gonna give you a tip, I knew this front is coming through. You check the sky, and you can see about what's happening. Now we're gonna drop about 15 degrees. We're right ahead of the front coming through. And this is one of the best times to fish. Now, if I wait till tomorrow, now it's gonna be cold and windy. It's not gonna be good. But if you can do something right before a front comes through, you just gotta drop. In fact, I ate my supper. I just swallowed it real fast and got on out here before dark. So, but in about 15 minutes, I caught 3 nice fish. Panhandle Outdoors, Winston Chester. Thanks for watching. Okay, welcome back. You see what I was talking about, nature and all. I remember that really well, that situation there. Let's look at our fishing game time today, which is important. Blue Water Outriggers in Port St. Joe. Only one time, 11:13 and 1:13. Perfect time to take off for lunch. Thank you, Blue Water Outriggers. The past 2 weeks, I've been a rough time as far as our family. I've been to 3 family funerals. I want to just mention that. I lost my Aunt Gladys, originally from Quincy, but she was in her 90s. Then I lost Larry Furr, my cousin. He was from Northeast Liberty, West Gaston, right there on the line, and he's the one that shot the state record buck, and this is my first cousin, and that was that was a tough one there. And then we lost our Aunt Rachel Locke from Chattahoochee. Her son and I were best closest cousins we were. He's already passed away about 2 years ago. So anyway, it was tough on our family and all, but they were good folks, and we know where they are now. But I also want to wish a happy birthday to my Aunt Nanlu Mills. I got this article. She turned 100 years old up there in Teloja. Look at Aunt Nanlu Mills, okay, of Teloja. Okay, we're going to have a good about. We've got to interview her. Tell her. Can you imagine Teloja 100 years ago? Get a story of how. I bet it was something else. I got to move on. I got a lot to talk about. I do have a picture. Let's see. I do have a picture I want to show right here. Hal Webb down at Port St. Joe. The 6-foot alligator has been residing in a retention pond next to the St. Joe boat ramp. Hello. I was successfully able to relocate it. So, hey, I guess Hal jumped in there and grabbed that alligator, wrapped him up, and took him off. He's an alligator wrestler now, also in addition to his duties as FWC officer. Good job, Hal Webb. And that's the thing about it. Those things, they keep growing. All right, here's our big announcement. Okay, you got to sort of bear with me and sort of just relax a minute. I got a series of slides that I wrote out last night, and here we go. Okay, here we go. Panhandle Outdoors on Fox 28, as close as Jeff and Gail and I can figure, we think we started in January of 06. So our birth was January of 06. All right, you still with me? We do 5 shows a week, and there's 52 weeks a year. So it comes out to be 200, and can y'all read my writing? Okay, 260 shows per year. All right, still with me? Benny, you still with me? All right, here we go. Third slide. If you multiply 260 shows times 15 years, which goes through year 2020, that's 3,900 shows, okay? And then you go to 2021, we do 20 shows, roughly 20 shows a month, 4 weeks, and January 20, then the 20 each show, so we add up 100 shows that we've done in 2021, okay? So now let's go and add 3,900 plus 100 is 4,000. 4,000. So Friday, May 28th should be the 4,000th show on Panhandle Outdoors, or give or take a couple on it. But anyway, that should be, this Friday would be our 4,000th show. I did not know this. Something just told me last week to just start adding our shows. I couldn't even remember when it started, so I had to go back to all my videos and tapes and all that, and my DVDs. And anyway, so this coming Friday will be our 4,000th show. And we're not going to brag about it, but we're very proud of it. We're very thankful for it. And we're going to do a very special show Friday. I don't know what we're going to do. We may have 4,000, well, I don't know if we have 4,000 candles, but we're going to do something special Friday. So you just stay tuned, and there's so many people I want to thank, and so many. I'm gonna try to get out some old stuff and all. I don't know. Some of that old stuff don't even play anymore, I don't think. So anyway, we're very proud of that, and I wanted to make sure y'all know that. So we're going to talk about it a lot. Also this week, I'm going to get Mandy Miller to come on. Also Mandy's got some interesting stuff going on over there at Miller Marine with different boats and all. And also we have the video of the North Bay Haven skeet shooting team. They were out Sunday afternoon. We're going to have that on tomorrow. They were out Sunday afternoon shooting. I had a great time with them at a shooting range. That's some really good stuff they were doing. So anyway, all kinds of things going on. But before we close out today, again, we're really important about safe boating. About I cannot overemphasize it. We've had a good record here, and the life jackets. I had this life jacket on the show the other day. It's important that we wear life jackets and make sure we know what we're doing. We're in a situation now where we're just growing in the whole Panhandle area, and all that means is there's going to be more cars and trucks on the highway and more boats on the water. And when that happens, I was talking to some folks yesterday about they go boating every weekend, and they go out to Shell Island, and they just have a great time. It's a family get together. It's parents, and their son's got a boat, and their daughter's got a boat, and 3 or 4 boats just together at Shell Island every weekend, and that's their weekend get together, and they spend most of the day there. And I asked me, I said, y'all fish out of the back of the boat? And she said no, but we do have a fishing boat, but they just go and relax. So just boating itself is a lot of fun. So if you get a chance to partake with any of those outdoor activities, getting up on this river, getting on those sandbars, camping out and cooking and all that, it's so much fun. So again, Memorial Day is kicking off the summer, and this is the last week before Memorial Day. So we're going to start wrapping things up. If you have any pictures and all, send them to me. We'll get them on the air. We've had some great pictures, and brim fishing is going to be good. Full moon tomorrow night. If you can go fishing today, try to go fishing today, okay? We always talk about trying to do something good each and every day for your fellow man. You may know him, may not know him. It makes the world a little better place. And so do that. You have a great day today. Enjoy the outdoors, and God bless.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.